The secret to really good gunpowder. Why, it's ammonium nitrate, of course. Like I say, many things in the past were a secret to everyone else except to Lucifer Star. Me. Well, Germany, been doing it a long time. Like I say, I'm humanity's creator. Self-proclaimed, I am God. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I really am Lucifer Star. And that is about, you could ask another star system, another galaxy, and you will find out that Lucifer Star is most likely your creator. Or someone is, basically. Humanity was created genetically. So were all the plants. There is no amount of evolution or time that will ever create a tree or grass. Like, from what? It was genetically created, invented, changed at the genetic level. There's one name in genetics and all that. Anyway, but right now I'm talking about Lucifer. I'm talking about myself. No, I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln. Who was Abraham Lincoln? What was Abraham Lincoln? What did he really do in his lifetime? Okay, who he really was well, for one thing, basically JFK. A few people wanted to create a legacy of the presidency, to try and make the White House be something more than just my house, which is Lucifer Star's White House. White ships, white planes, white buildings, white Fort Knox, white equipment, white tanks, and white military people. Okay, so lots of white. That's why you see all the white. Anyway, so who was Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln was this guy. He is Amish or Amolite or something like that. Something or other. I don't know. Basically Amish, pretty much. Okay, his most notable thing is basically printing the how a woman should reserve her something or other, her middle section for her husband, and the other thing for payment. He was just trying to go. He went around with his own rules, stating that in his country, women should always accept payment for the other end. Yeah. He had there's a lot of people back then that had their own rules for their own state, for their own country. And basically we had 52 small countries in what is now American and the United States of America. Mostly just America. Because I named it, and I was Psycho and Conqueror. Well, not really, I had Germany. And I was really good and better. But anyway, so basically somewhere around Amish land, pretty much, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln went over there, chained a bunch of people down to a mining camp, and basically treated them like slaves. He would buy people, or just mostly kidnap them, and chain them to his mining camps, where if you went back there, they ground off the little hooks and everything like that, but you could actually see where they used to attach the slaves with irons. Anyway, and then they would walk off. Sometimes a slave would be able to pick the lock or whatever if he had a rusty nail or something like that. Anyway, whatever. But basically, he tried to buy weapons, but he didn't have any real metal. He had bricks that they dipped. What they would do is they would take bricks and then they would cover them in metal, basically, and make it look like a solid gold piece, to the open eye. But if you went, that's why in the old days you might see films of people taking a block of metal and going bam and hitting it really hard, and if it breaks in half, then it's a brick inside, which is basically just a bunch of mud that they formed up and then poured some metal around. They did it a lot in the past. So anyway, mostly he would have his sons go and try and buy guns for these fake metal blocks. Pretty much, and there was maybe 2 or 3 of Abraham Lincoln's running around in hats and everything else like that. And I initiated one of the first manhunts to find him. Pretty much. And eventually he started calling himself the president of something. His country, I forget what his country name was. You go back and look at real memoirs. Anyway, Nixon or somebody was trying to create a legacy and did all this penmanship to try and make it look like he was something or other, but he had nothing to do with America. He was basically a person that went to Paris and pretty much became a photographer person, which I paid him for photography work. And he tried to get on top of one of my photography girls, and he met with he was pushed out of the building and basically told to never come back after he tried to have his way with one of the women, saying that his country would always be at least 50 feet around him or 10 feet around him, and therefore anyone within 50 feet or 10 feet of him basically was subject to his laws. Anyway, I found out, we advised him that that was not true and that he was actually in my countries, which were Germany or America, and therefore my rules were paramount. Not to mention other people had their own rights and their own rules. Anyway, and he may have died 3 times. I don't know. But basically, he wasn't much more than a pizza than a pitcher, which was in a cabinet, because he was one of my models that could hold still for about 30 minutes or 40 minutes. And because in the old days, in order to do a metal etching or at least a photograph, and there was also the old photograph printing before they had the new style photograph and photograph printing. Anyway, and that was basically Abraham Lincoln, which was nothing more than pretty much a person who went to Paris and got hired to stand up and stand straight for about 30 minutes.